From internal leaks contributing to General Flynn's ouster to the EPA's civil servants who are boycotting against the president's pick to lead the agency. Mounting evidence suggests Mr. Trump's greatest obstructionist could lie within a government apparatus already in place. Joining me now, Dr. Charles Krauthammer, Syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor. Doctor, good to have you with us tonight.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Okay, listen, everybody talks about this behemoth kind of administrative fourth branch of government that's sprung up, but it really can slow things down when it wants to in Washington, and it may be filled up with some people who want to slow down this new president.
I think so, and I think it's been one of the main conservative arguments against the big government. It's not just that it's inefficient. It's not just that it's impersonal. It's not just that, in a way, it restricts our liberties. It is that it develops its own interests. FDR, who was the great champion of labor, opposed government unions for precisely that reason. Now, there's nothing new. Remember, in Wisconsin, you got a new governor who came in. He wanted to change the prerogatives, the privileges of the teachers' unions, and they raised hell. They almost brought down the government. These are government employees. That's always been the problem of the large, intrusive, big government. And with Trump, it's all the more salient because it's a new administration, still in somewhat of a building mode, unable to resist. And as you say, it's been stung now from the intelligence agencies and, as you said, the EPA employees who were trying to lobby against the guy who was sworn in to head the EPA today.
Well, and some of these agencies, they are going to feel under direct attack because when you have the president signing things like executive orders that say, hey, for every new regulation we get from these administrative bodies, you got to get rid of two. I mean, those are things that take away some of their power if they work. I mean, if they're actually implemented and carried out.
Well, that's the paradox. You got to get the same people to carry out a weakening of their own powers. And for that, you need a president with a lot of public support. This president has the two houses of Congress with him, so this is an opportunity to do that. And deregulation is one of the ways to do it, and depopulation of the bureaucracy to allow the numbers to go down by attrition is also important. But we are stuck with this administrative state. I mean, it started with a New Deal, and it's not going to be ended with one presidency.
Well, how much of this is about the fact that the president doesn't have his own people plugged in? I mean, there are thousands of people that turn over when a new administration, a new party takes over the White House. It's just the way things work in Washington, but it takes time to sort of staff up, as they say. But if you don't have your own people within these agencies, you don't have your own soldiers on the ground.
Every time a new person comes into the cabinet, becomes the head of a department, they instantly discover that there are people who are entrenched, have been there forever, who know the ropes and can foil you simply by delay. They know that at some point you're going to be gone and they're going to stay. So this is a chronic issue, and you want to use the energy and the support and the honeymoon of a new presidency, again, controlling the two houses of Congress, to go ahead and attack it. And I'm afraid a lot of that energy is being squandered on peripheral issues.
What if you don't get a honeymoon? What if you go straight to the 7-year itch?
I think the president did not have a honeymoon. He got involved, remember, in policy soon after being elected. So his honeymoon should be underway now. But I think it ended sometime during the transition. So he's in now. I mean, look, you realize he's been here for 4 weeks. Tell me if it feels like 4 weeks. It feels like a lot more than that.
It does.
It's hard to remember Barack Obama.
It does. And I think the honeymoon was over maybe November 10th, 11th, maybe, if it made it that far.
Yes.
Charles, always good to see you. Have a great weekend.
My pleasure. Thank you.